The following is a presentation of TFNN. It is now time for the Diagnostic Trading Hour with your host, Daryl Martin. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044. Now, Daryl Martin.
All right, folks, welcome back here to the Diagnostic Trading Hour. And let's check out where the markets are at right now. We got the S&P is up a point. We have the NASDAQ down a point, sort of flat on settlement, but plenty of movement during the day. Looking on over at Russell, down nearly 3 points on the day at the moment. And looking at gold is currently down. The Dow's down, or up 24 points. So a little mixed bag there. Gold is down 20.5 on the day, so some nice moves on gold. Silver also moving down strong, and right there pushing. Let's see, what do we have on the low for the day? A little bit up off the lows of the day, so nice good move though. We got copper also moving on down south. We got oil right now is down $2 on the day. So it's a nice big downtrend right now, sitting down at 58.10, that being the downtrend, and just sitting right off the lows of 58.06. Checking out natural gas, it is down 0.053, sitting at 2.957, a little bit up off its lows as well. And going on down, corn down 6 points, soybeans down 6, bonds just off a quarter, but have some fantastic moves. Ran down through settlement, ran back up pretty much right to settlement. And I just topped out of a trade off of bonds there, going long on that one, and got out right as it ran up to settlement. And looks like it might be setting up for another, have a nice short that's going to go on here too. So we'll see. And if it does, I wouldn't expect just a massive move. Probably down to the most recent magnet spike on it, but we got just some fantastic moves. Some get some good scalps in there. Go and grab $100, $200, $300, a few times over on there. Here in the last part of the day. Let's see here. Looking on over at dollar index up 1.176. So nice moves on DX. It's been a beautiful lately. Hopping on over, currency pairs having some good moves. Obviously with the DX and the currency pairs are moving there. We got euro dollar is currently down 178 pips. Euro yen down 136. Euro pound down 44. Pound dollar down 157. And pound yen is down 85. We got US yen is up 69. Aussie yen's down 28. Aussie dollar down 78. We got the dollar franc up 108 pips, and the dollar CAD is up 70 on the day. That gets you your current market lunchtime wrap of where everything's sitting at right now. Let's go ahead and look over some of the other top news stories going on today. Let's see what's highlighting the reels here. We got dollar franc keeps rising, approaching on back up to 9,400. And let's see, dollar franc right now sitting at 93.68, and with a high at 93.79 today. So push on up there. Got U.S. housing starts rising to their highest levels since November of 2007. And I'm hearing some people in the mortgage world get a little bit worried about how hot the market's starting to get again in the housing market. Hopefully that'll be a good thing, but just be careful, as we all know. U.S. yen rising further and hitting a 1 month high on the dollar yen. So right now sitting at 120.66 and 120.71 being the high of the day. So really, pumping on up there. Still has plenty of room left in it, but making monthly highs here. We got U.S. stocks, slipping a little bit, back and forth, but mixed bag there. Treasury yields rising as housing starts pick up. Spot gold falling, a full percent to session low of 1 point. Let's see where we at right now on gold, because obviously that's going to be outdated, whatever it was. But 1.2051. So after the U.S. data came on out. Let's look at a few of these charts. I'll bring them up for you. We'll walk through them step by step with you. and to sort of see where we're at and what we can maybe extrapolate from these markets and where they're going next. So I'll just I'll open a fresh chart. I got so many different charts open with so many different things on it. I want to keep it clean and simple for you. Let me get that up. Reminder, in the meantime, while I'm getting that open, is oil is rolling on over. So if you haven't done your roll, make sure you look at that and rolling over to the July contract there on oil. Okay, so make sure you get your charts updated. If you're trading Nadex, of course, you definitely need to be rolling that over as well, because you're trading a derivative. You're trading an option. That option is going to settle based on that future contract that day. So you need to make sure you're on the right contract. The expiration month is actually inside of, again, it's inside of the name of the contract. So there's no guessing, just a little bit of reading required, and which can get all of us caught up sometimes. All right, here we go. So let's pull up a TFNN chart with a little bit larger size on the print to make it a little bit easier for you to read. All right, so gold moving down and literally popping down to 3 devs. Again, popping on down to 3 deviations. And so obviously a fantastic move and busting through, doing so with volume and establishing a magnet right there. And as you can see, it just oscillated on that magnet and busted through it again, established another magnet right down here at 1207. So just some big magnet levels being hit and broken, but a very fast, very good move. A move that was actually very catchable in the process. It wasn't just like, oh, it's going up and bam, it's down. It took its time, worked its way down, gave you a chance to get a nice setup in there, a little bit of an elevator trade type setup going on. So hopefully some of y'all were able to capture a little bit of that. So we got a dollar franc moving on up. Let's go ahead and pull up the dollar franc on here. And we'll also look at dollar yen. Like I said, gotten some fresh highs moving up there. Yeah, oil looks like it's trying to push on, or gold looks like it's trying to push on down. So let's see here. So looking over at dollar yen. Dollar yen right here, moving on up, and let's see, we established a magnet just to be aware of that magnet. Okay, a new magnet established here on the dollar yen right there at 120.42. Okay, so right there at 120.42. And so that will be a price that it's going to be attracted back down towards once it gets a short setup. It's going to pop right down to it. And if you're aware of that, then you can use that to your advantage on doing your trades. We go on into dollar franc, and it's starting to gain a little bit of resilience. Moving on up there. And we'll pull that up. But approach to that 9,400 level, big round number. It is going to take some volume to bust. But if it busts through, we're going to see some big movement. I want to show you. Look at 9,300, okay, right here. Look at this 9,300. Okay, busted through with a lot of volume, popped on up over 50 points, over 50 ticks right there. Pulled on back, where to? Right to that 9,300. Let me draw that line because I want you to see how important these round numbers are, okay? So that a lot of people miss. You get double zeros, okay? The more zeros, the better, okay? And so if we go in here and just basically plot this right, yeah, that's close enough. You can go in and be really specific. I can double click on it, change it to 9,300, okay? And notice right here how it just came right back to 9,300. Kept coming back and then pop right off of it, okay? So seeing that and looking at, the highs and lows of magnet prices can often be helpful. Like we had this bust out right here, but we also had another high volume magnet right here. But notice how it went up and came right back down. Well, that becomes a magnet you can use as well if you don't have one in its place at the moment. And you can see how it comes right up to it and just oscillates right around that level. It's going to have to get some major steam going to bust on through the next big round number, 9,400. And we're going to have to go back pretty far. Let's see here. Go all the way back here for us to be able to establish some magnets above that. And so what I do is I'll zoom way out like I have right here. Okay. To make it as simple as I can, and then I'll use the little zoom feature. And this will allow me to basically zoom in on this section of the market that has highs above, and then I'm going to look to see if I can find other magnets. And what you'll find often is, look at this. Look at how that magnet just lined up perfectly. I mean, this is from May 5th. Okay? So that's not a new magnet. That magnet's been sitting there a while. But let's see if we can find one above where the market is. That's what I'm looking for, to try to find a good high level over here. Basically getting almost the same magnet, just within a matter of ticks. Right there at that high of that big down bar. Okay, so nothing yet. So we just scroll on back. Bring into focus a little bit. And a lot of people go, well, how do you define, a magnet price bar? Well, I just look at high volume, like back the thing up, okay? You can zoom it way out. And, you don't have to be like rocket science engineering here. Just go in and go, okay, well, what covers just a fraction of the bars? Not too few so you don't get anything, but not so many that you have lines all over your chart. And so you can go in, you can plot that line, and you can zoom back in. So that looks like that covers sort of some, a lot of the tips and wicks of bars. So I'll go over here and look and go, well, is that too few, too many? Okay, well, we need to raise that standard up a little bit because we're just getting like every single bar in here. But there was a lot of volume regardless. But let's raise the standard up a little bit higher. There we go. So that gives us a little bit more on it. And if we raise it up even higher, then we can have some additional price action bars as well. Right there. Okay. So now what we do when we start scrolling back is that line helps us keep our volume in an order. Okay. So again, going back over, let's go to the end here. And we got a price like up at 9,300. So if it's going to go down, what's the next volume that we magnet price? See this magnet price right here, right over here. Let's get 9170, 9172, right around there. Okay. We have price hitting that, and we had a high volume bar right before that. So both of those are going to serve as magnets, and you can see they did. Comes down, oscillates on it, pops right back to it. I love it when they line up with deviation levels even more. But it comes right back down to the magnet, goes right back up to that magnet price. And so we literally can just go back. And another tip that I found is really helpful is if you'll put a horizontal line and a vertical line together and then mark that, it'll be easier to know where you got that price from when you're looking back. I'll do this right here. All right, we'll look at a few more when we get back. Stay right there.
Daryl Martin coined the phrase diagnostic trading, and we're happy to announce that his diagnostic box spread analyzer has finally been released. The Diagnostic Box Spread Analyzer helps you easily identify the best box spreads on Nadex in seconds, plus you receive access to the diagnostic deviation levels, as well as step-by-step training videos teaching you how to trade Nadex spreads so you can quickly master the mechanics of this simple yet powerful trading instrument. By pulling live data from the Nadex exchange, the Diagnostic Box Spread Analyzer does all the math for you, calculating risk, reward potential, distance to break even for both outright spreads and spreads used to hedge the underlying market. Visit the front page of TFNN.com today to get your 2-week free trial to Daryl Martin's Diagnostic Box Spread Analyzer and gain access to the valuable information it can provide when trading the Nadex box spreads. TFNN is excited about our new software charting program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts. In collaboration with Tom O'Brien and using his best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, David White has programmed an outstanding piece of software that will complement any trader's methodology. Using this first-of-its-kind program, the Art of Timing the Trade Charts allows you to scan thousands of stocks for Fibonacci formation setups, including Gartley's, ABC's, butterflies, and much more. The Art of Timing the Trade Charts is designed to help you when scouring the markets for stocks just beginning to form the trading patterns that many investors spend days, weeks, or even months searching to find. And right now, we're offering licenses available at only $79 a month. We are so confident that you're going to love this new charting software that will even give you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Don't miss out on this incredible new piece of software. Get your copy of The Art of Timing the Trade Charts today by visiting tfnn.com.
Many of our new listeners have heard about the Tiger's Den, but wondered, what exactly is it? The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of your favorite TFNN shows, plus see all the charts as they happen live during those shows, and have access to all those charts. You can test drive the Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days. It will greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets. Details on the Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com.
The Path of Least Resistance is David White's daily trading newsletter, and if you're looking for active trading ideas, then now's a perfect time for a 30-day free trial to this powerful daily trading advisory service. David uses his years of trading experience to offer his subscribers his trading ideas each morning in his Path of Least Resistance newsletter. Using a combination of equity trades along with options, David keeps his subscribers up to date with all pertinent market information with intraday afternoon updates when warranted. Don't miss out on this great chance to get a 30-day free trial to David's daily newsletter, The Path of Least Resistance, with no obligation to pay anything. David has been delivering solid recommendations for his subscribers recently, and if you'd like to see the type of newsletter he delivers every morning, then visit the front page of TFNN, and you'll find The Path of Least Resistance under Trading Newsletters. For all the details and to start your 30-day free trial today, log on to TFNN.com now.
Tiger TV is an exciting way to experience TFNN programming. See high-definition video giving you crystal clear charts, as well as seeing some of the faces of TFNN's highly acclaimed financial experts with crisp, full-fidelity sound. Catch Tom O'Brien, John Logan, Steve Rhodes, Basil Chapman, Larry Pesavento, Think or Swim, David White, Andy Hecht, and Daryl Martin in crystal clear, high-definition audio and video. Tiger TV, exclusively at TFNN.com. Daryl takes your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Alrighty, folks, going back here to the Diagnostic Trading Hour. Let me put my screen back up. Somebody said they couldn't see it. So I don't know if it's me or the operator, but let me repost it. There you go. And then we'll get that screen chart right back on there. Okay. Let's see. Let me pull one more thing. I just want to watch something on the side and see if it's popping up. 1 second for me. Somebody was saying they couldn't see it. They were trying to see it when I was walking through it. All right, let's see here. Hold on, I just want to make sure it's showing up.
ADEX presents short-term.
Ow, that's loud. Okay. 1 minute. I'm gonna make sure it's showing up. Okay. Okay. Somebody said. Really confusing, man. All right. So we got. Okay. So we have magnet levels, and. All right, so we got magnet levels, which are basically high volume spikes, which right now we've defined to be right about 1,000. Okay, so we're looking at pretty much a price of 1,000. Or not a price, a volume level of 1,000. Got to get my thoughts recollected. Volume spike level of 1,000. Okay, and so when I see basically there's 1,000 contracts, now I'm looking on dollar franc. It's going to vary by market. I just looked at it, eyeballed it. I'm like, those are big spikes. And so I want to plot a horizontal and vertical line. I put a little dot right there that basically lets me know, hey, that's where I chose that spike at. You can go back as far as you want to plot them. I mean, really, your goal is to have a few levels above and a few levels below the market. If I see another magnet that's just like right on the line, I'm not going to get real caught up in it, okay? If I see levels not being respected at all, like it's just being blown through over and over again, then I'm probably going to get rid of it, okay? So, like, if I don't see oscillation happening at that level, then that would be a level that I really don't want on my chart. I don't trust, okay? So it comes down as here, you got oscillation, boom. There, got oscillation, boom. There, that's good. I mean, it's targeting where orders are. It comes right back up to it. Goes right back down to it, okay? So if you got a long, you went back up. Where would you be going? Right there, okay? So, and you can go back through and you can literally, and we can chart these and chart them, and eventually you'll get to a point where you're like, okay, I don't want this level anymore. It's not helping me. And so, like, you may go on that level right there. And if I'm not sure, if I'm like, this level, like, when I'm scrolling forward after plotting all these, I'm scrolling forward, I'm like, how helpful is this thing? I could go in and, like, just change the color of it, okay? So if I go in and just change the color of that line, then that can sort of tell me, hey, you know, be aware this line looks like it may have lost its steam, its power, okay? And so going down here, looking at these so far, I mean, we're very on track. I need to put my verticals on these. But it looks like we are going right down, boom, popping right back up. And we are getting oscillation in targets, so that's okay. Right back up, oscillation target. And then, so now we're going, hey, we're going long here. Where are we expecting? We're expecting it to rise to this price level. It does. That's where it oscillates. It oscillates. What does it do? Is right there. It oscillates again. Okay, now we have this gold line. We said, hey, we need to watch out for this. Does this thing really have power? And, I mean, it oscillated there, so you could say that, but so far I'm not too impressed with it. I mean, this line really seems to be a lot more powerful than this one. You can see it coming down to it over and over again. So this more just seems to be noise. So when a magnet becomes obsolete, you'll no longer really see, like, you'll see it constantly pushing higher and lower than that level. So keep going forward. Where do we expect? Well, we expect it to go back up on here for a long, or back down to here for a short. If it breaks down, we think it's going to go here. Okay, breaks down here, breaks down. Just shy of this magnet down here at 92.10. For it bounced on up to 92.89. You can see it's definitely oscillating around that one. And it goes down. Finally hits that about 92.10 magnet right there. Goes down to the next one, oscillates. And you can literally just see it like going right to, these are all historical magnet pricing levels. But how it really plays in between these levels. These are so helpful for establishing profit targets. They're among the most helpful things you can possibly use for establishing a profit target. All right, I'll stay right there. We'll be back right after this.
In quiet markets, investors search for new trading opportunities. We'd like to introduce you to a new product that provides opportunities even in flat markets. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a new and innovative Chicago-based exchange registered with the Commodity Futures Trading Commission, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their trading platform. Nadex never charges a fee to use their platform, which even includes real-time charts and full customization capability. Nadex's unique short-term binary options allow traders and investors to capitalize on strategies even when the underlying markets are quiet. Nadex's innovation has allowed them to come up with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's NADEX.com, or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors.
Platinum, grains, crude oil, gold, copper, cattle, hogs, gasoline, natural gas, coffee, cotton, cocoa, and sugar. These are just some of the commodities mentioned in the most recent issue of Andy Hecht's Technomental Commodity Report. Andy publishes his weekly newsletter every Thursday morning, where he breaks down the commodity market and provides his subscribers with specific trading recommendations based on his trading methodology. By signing up for a free trial to the Technomental Commodity Report, you'll get a full 30 days to try out this powerful newsletter service and see for yourself the types of trades Andy has recommended for his subscribers. When you sign up for a 30-day free trial, you're under no obligation to pay anything. And should you decide to continue, you will lock in the low rate of only $79 a month. Sign up right now for the Technomental Commodity Report and make sure you're ready to catch the next big trade in commodities. For more information and to get started today, visit the front page of TFNN.com.
If you're an active trader looking for that extra edge when it comes to trading and investments, then now is a great time to get a 2-week free trial to Tom O'Brien's daily market letter, Market Insights. Tom O'Brien's daily newsletter, Market Insights, comes out every market day at around 9:30 a.m. and provides Tom's daily commentary on the broad market, including the Dow, NASDAQ, and S&P, plus specific trade recommendations. There's even an update published most afternoons to keep you informed about the day's market activity. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock and option trade. With Market Insights, there's nothing left to guessing. For all the details and to get your 2-week free trial to Market Insights started today, visit TFNN.com.
Trade with confidence and clarity while using the software that thousands of institutional traders rely on to make the best and most accurate decisions. Choose from 1,000 equities, currencies, and futures instruments utilizing the TAS architecture. As seen on Bloomberg terminals worldwide, the TAS Profile Scanner is a benchmark technical filtering system that thousands of traders rely on, and now you can too. For a limited time for TFNN subscribers only, we've reduced the price to just $97. That's over 75% off. John Logan hosted a special subscriber-only webinar in December, and you'll gain access to that archive as well, so you can learn exactly what the TAS Profile Scanner can do for you. Try this product out. No matter what you trade, the TAS Profile Scanner can help you make more informed trading decisions. There's no obligation to pay anything. Don't let this offer pass you by. Get your 30-day free trial to the TAS Profile Scanner today by signing up at TFNN.com. This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
All right, folks, going back here to the Diagnostic Trading Hour. And so basically looking at this next trade, let's see, we were back here, scrolling back. Pops up to the magnet, falls on back down, going on back up, and pop, we hit it. So it hesitates a little bit, but does hit the magnet right there. And then we go on to the next magnet, and then the next magnet. And you can see it literally just trading constantly. This is actually a magnet we settled it back there. So now what we're doing is we're looking for what's above this. Okay. So if you get a long signal and you're a little longer term dollar franc trader, now this may take a while. I mean, looking at what time of day it is, it's 1 o'clock. Okay. So really what we're looking at is we're targeting right around 94.53 as our next price on dollar franc. I may go in and want to go, well, how much time will that take to get there? And so if I click on here, we'll click on where the market's at, where we think it's going to go. And it says it should take till about 8:30 tomorrow before it gets there. So if 94.50, 5 or so is your target, then you're going to be waiting a little while. Not a lot of expected movement between now and then. I mean, that's a decent move. That's like 70 pips. But that's how long, we'd be planning out potentially to be in that trade. It really should not take longer than that to get there. So, and sometimes it'll be shorter. Every once in a while it'll be a little less. But, I mean, I'll use this at various times on various trades. when I'm charting them out. I like to go down here and go, okay, well, what if I had a buy here and I was targeting, this level? And it may overdo it a little bit, but I'd rather it overdo it and still be right than underestimate it. Then I think a trade is going to take, seconds and or minutes, and it's really going to take hours. Also, very helpful for you binary traders out there wanting to basically figure out what expiration time you want to use by having an expected time. So sort of like expected ranges inside out. Reminder, roll dates are built in to the contracts themselves. You can look on CME's website. You can also go in and Nadex post the roll dates, and we post the roll dates inside the scanner. Okay? So make sure to check that out inside the scanner on the Nadex information tab. And let's see, some other things. Monday's Memorial Day, so markets here are going to be closed down. Overseas, they will be open, but a lot less volume. You're better off just taking off. Okay? You can still trade FX, but again, markets here closed down. So nighttime things start picking back up, sort of a normal type thing. Just be cautious on those holidays and even the Fridays into holidays. All right? And a reminder, Ninja Brokerage now has FX. It's just thinking of FX because you can trade FX. But the Ninja Trader Brokerage has now added Forex to their list of options, which is pretty cool because if you have a futures account with Ninja Trader Brokerage and you have a Forex account with Ninja Trader Brokerage, then you can have a single broker license key and you can trade both. So for those interested in that, check that out. They got good spreads, good commissions on down the list. Let's see, what else do I have on my list here? You got the Nadex holiday schedule as well. You can find that, of course, inside of our website or just on Nadex. Let's see if I can find their holidays. So right there, just nadex.com/holidays. It'll show you the holidays and how they work. But like you see, you got Monday, May 25th. Now that's for contracts that expire on Monday, okay? Up till 6 o'clock. When you log in to Nadex, it should actually give you a message saying specifically what the hours are, how they work as we get closer to that holiday. So just be aware, plan for it, enjoy, the day off. And let's see, we've got some other things. I had a great time out at the Money Show, getting to visit. I got to see Tom O'Brien out there. I got to see Dan Cook from Nadex. And overall, was just literally just a fantastic time. And I took my daughter to Vegas for the first time. So that was a lot of fun. And we went to the Grand Canyon. We saw a lot of amazing things. And just got to, go out there and just enjoy daddy-daughter time. So, which obviously is the best kind of time. And let me see if I can find maybe a couple of the pics. I'll share them with you. I'll show you sort of what we did. And some pretty cool stuff. They got some new things out there. We went out on the... Let's see, here's one of them. And, let me just tear this off. It'll be easier. There we go. All right, so anyways, right here, this is the new High Roller, which is like the London Eye, okay, but it's the largest Ferris wheel in the world. You get 550 feet there. My daughter having a good time. You get these big balls. They never stop moving. They just keep going and going. You just hop on. It's a little scary. They have a net, though, in case you don't quite make it through. And so that was a lot of fun. And the colors are constantly changing. Anyways, just having a great time. So right over here, and you can see as we're going up, and I mean, it's one of the best views you could possibly see of, Vegas. We got to one of the greatest things was we got to watch the Bellagio water fountain show from up here. And so that was, it was our first time to see it. And you can see, like, right here, here's the Bellagio, and we're watching the water fountain show, like, 550 feet up in the sky. So that was pretty cool. It's definitely worth it. I was like, is it going to be good or not? And I mean, it was definitely worth it. We're up at the apex at the top of that right there. I'm trying to turn off this stupid chat thing. I don't know if y'all can hear that or not. But anyways, so that was great. We also went down and, of course, you got to see, Olaf. So if you have any kids, you know how important that is. And so I don't know what Olaf is doing in the desert, but anyways, that was a lot of fun. See, I'm trying to find one of the coolest things we did. This one I didn't even know about till we got there. And all right, there we go. That muted that out for me. Okay, now I know how to open them up in new windows. That's what I was trying to do, so I didn't just blast you with everything Facebook. But here we go. This is the ones I wanted right here. Okay. We went out to the Hulupai tribe in Skywalk. They built this skywalk that's literally over a mile above the ground. And it's glass as you're walking over it. Some of y'all may have done like Will's Tower, stuff like that. And I mean, your legs get a little bit shaky. You got some cool pictures, but this sort of shows right here, Empire State Building, the Gateway Arch there. Sears Will's Tower. We got Hong Kong's tower. Petros, Telepai, the Stratosphere. Like this is how high you are compared to all those if you're standing on top of them. So it's really, really high up. My daughter loved it. I got over it. I decided to enjoy myself. I was like, this is insane. And but some spectacular views. And something that you definitely, you want to spend your time on. This was what she really wanted to do, was lay down on the glass and take a picture. So I'm like, But anyways, good times out there. And I mean, this is, when I go out to Traders Expos, I mean, I want to go out there and have fun, enjoy myself. It's not just trading. This is what trading's about, spending time with your family. And it was really cool. Got to take her out on, helicopter down to the bottom of the, Grand Canyon down there. She, of course, thought that was fantastic. And so like whenever I took her to the New York Money Show last year, took her on a helicopter to see Statue of Liberty because of Hurricane Sandy was all, had basically messed it up. And not this recent one, but the one before that. And so we took a helicopter out there to see it. And so she loved that, getting to ride the helicopters and go down and ride on the boats and everything else down in the Colorado River. So some fun stuff to do out there. And then she got to learn all about, of course, Hoover Dam and a little history lesson along the way. And she was I want to give her props. She was really, really good about doing her homework. I never had to ask her one time to do her homework there. She pulled it all out and had it all taken care of. I never even had to ask her about it. She just had a couple math questions for me, and that's it. But anyway, some pretty cool pictures we got. And like I said, more than anything, just a good time with the family in the process. And Mom got to spend a lot of time with my son. So, right, my wife got to spend a lot of time with her son, and I got to spend a lot of time with Felicity. So we didn't quite want to take him out there yet. But I wanted her to be able to, experience this and be able to see it. And my wife's been out there, and she's like, yeah, take her. It'll be fun. So, and then, of course, she made me take her out promptly as soon as I got back because she was jealous after, everything we got to do. And then an interesting show. We went and we saw the Michael Jackson 1 Cirque du Soleil. That was the one that Felicity picked, and it was actually really cool. We got to go out there and, they did all your, songs you remember growing up with. And it was amazing. And there was a hologram of them that literally looked real, and they were dancing with them. I mean, it was completely, 3D, 4D type, and on the stage. I don't even know how they pulled it off. Sort of like they did on that one of the, the big shows. But got all the pics I could on that one. And then one other thing that was really cool, she got to actually, she got to meet David Copperfield. I have no idea, but I guess just her little cute looks, her cute smile, whatever. But they invited her to come backstage, and I asked her if she wanted to see David Copperfield or Chris Angel, and she's like, well, Chris Angel can hover, but David Copperfield, he can fly. So I'm going to go ahead and go with David Copperfield. And I told him, he said that he was pretty excited about that. He's like, yeah, she got it right. But anyway, so she had this light up shirt on. Maybe that helped. But he asked her to come backstage, and there's 4 people. Like, there are people paying, saying, hey, I'm this person. You should let me back. And they're like, no, you can't pay to come back. It doesn't matter what your title is. He picks out several people. So 4 people, me being one of them, being lucky because I'm with Felicity, I'm sure. But we got to go back there, and just see him and get autographs. And I mean, he's basically the magician of the century. I mean, he's just the stuff he does is amazing right in front of you. You're looking around every different corner you can, trying to figure out what's up. Does a good job. But definitely a great show. Highly recommend seeing. We stayed at Circus Circus in the Adventure Dome, and so of course we got to do a whole bunch of rides. She loved that. So if you have kids, it's not necessarily the nicest hotel lobby. The rooms are fantastic. Okay, they were perfectly fine. There was nothing wrong with the rooms at all. The lobby just looks a little bit older, but as far as just like stuff for them to do, there's constant. Circus acts like every 30 minutes or half hour happening. And there's literally like paid for like a 1-day pass and ride all the rides and roller coasters you want to in a nice controlled environment. So you're not worried about it, being just hot as all get out. And so that was really cool. And a couple traders I know that also helped me out on stuff like forums and articles and everything else. They were fantastic. They actually, while I went and did some, trading show, stuff, they, and one of them's hung out with me some down here before already, but they were able to hang out with Felicity a little bit, and she was able to clean up and get a bunch of loot while she was out there. But anyways, just want to share some of that with y'all. And I mean, it's, as a reminder, all this trading stuff, as fun as it is, it's about one thing, and that's making sure you make some withdrawals so you can enjoy it. Okay? And I mean, that's the whole point, right? So make some withdrawals so you can enjoy it. And when I say enjoy it, I mean enjoy time with your family. So that's really what making those withdrawals about. It's about getting you time. It's not real till you take it out. So anyway, that gets you caught up in a few things, and shares a few other little fun pieces of information with you. But we had, like I said, just a fantastic time. Let's go on over real quick. We got a little bit longer. Let's go ahead and check out the news. Now, reminder, there's a lot of evening news this week. That's usually when it can be a lot better to trade the 5-minute binary. There's more implied volatility in there that's going to push the pricer. Why is that important? Okay. Why is it important, the pricer? Why is it important to have implied volatility? Well, if you have implied volatility, the impact on a binary option, which really is a delta, okay, it's going to push that price closer to 50. Okay, well, news means higher implied volatility. Higher implied volatility means more prices push closer to 50. So if you're trying to buy 20s, or maybe you're trying to buy 70s, in the monies, whatever, it's easier to find them because the price is pushed closer to 50. So instead of just being like one strike there because there's no implied volatility, there's really nothing you can trade. The implied volatility is there. It's a lot easier to find trades that have some premium in them, which makes it easier to get the prices that you're looking for. Okay, so pretty basic, but really important. Let me zoom in on this for you a little bit. We'll talk about a few of these news trades that are coming out this week and wrap those up for you. Okay. Let me see here. Pull up this, and right when we get from the break, we'll run through them. Stay tuned.
You take a hands-on approach to managing your investment strategy. You're always looking for the next trading opportunity to magnify your perspective. Direction Shares connects sophisticated traders with a powerful array of ETFs from a wide range of asset classes. The markets may go up and down, and you want tools for both sides of the trade. Discover how we can help at DirectionShares.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction Shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction Shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction Shares at 800-851-0511. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors employing dynamic strategies. Investors in the fund should understand the consequences of seeking daily investment results, understand the risk of shorting, and intend to actively monitor and manage their investments. Distributor, Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
We're told to follow our passion and everything else will fall into place. I hope that's what each of you are doing each and every day. Hi, I'm Steve Rhodes, host of the Money Master Show at TFN.com, and my passion for technical analysis is what led me to the most fundamental discovery in pattern recognition, the Rhodes Momentum Indicator, market scanner, and trading strategy, a set of tools that identify the momentum and power of the trend, the likes of which have never been seen before, for every market and every time frame. Yes, folks, the trend is your friend, unless you're on the other side. New to technical analysis? This is the place to start. And experienced traders take advantage of the trend like never before. Experience the power of the Rhodes Momentum Indicator each day, available to subscribers of my newsletter service, Mastering Probability. I guarantee your satisfaction for the next 30 days unconditionally, so there's no risk to you other than being on the wrong side of the trend. Mastering Probability, available on the homepage of TFNN.com. And folks, live with passion.
Tom O'Brien's weekly gold letter, The Gold Report, gives complete and concise coverage of the entire gold market. Inside, you'll get Tom's commentary on gold, the dollar, the rand, the bond, the XAU, the HUI, and detailed coverage of nearly 25 mining stocks. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock trade. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. With a lifetime of knowledge and almost 12 years of writing his informative weekly newsletter, The Gold Report, Tom O'Brien can provide you with the important market information to help you make better trades in the gold market. Don't let the next bull run in gold pass you by. To get a month-long free trial to the Gold Report, an $85 value, visit the front page of TFNN.com today.
If you're like me, you see the world's emerging nations as a very real opportunity, as these countries and their economies are developing right before our eyes. And you can rest assured that Everbank has spotted this opportunity too. In fact, they've just released the second running of their 5-year Market Safe Futures Economy CD. This is a CD that could really deliver, but you only have until June 11th to take advantage. Consider the facts. If the future economy's currencies beat the US dollar over the CD term, you'll get all of the upside at maturity. And should they lose, no worries. There's zero downside risk here, as you get back 100% of your deposited principal. Don't miss out. The June 11th funding deadline is quickly approaching. So hurry over to everbank.com/TFNN-CD for more information, including important product details and disclosures. Once again, that's everbank.com/TFNN-CD. Everbank is an equal housing lender and member FDIC.
Join David White as he keeps you up to date on the latest tech stocks while he uses his Power Law Vector Indicator to identify the best trades. The Power Trading Hour, next on TFNN.
Hey there. All right, welcome on back here to the Diagnostic Trading Hour, and we're going through looking at the news. And so let's check out this week's news plan real quick, and we'll talk about how you can trade it. Okay. So today we have a announcement coming out tonight. Most of these are just be aware events, even though preliminary GDP quarter over quarter, not one of those larger movers. We haven't seen it be a consistent mover here on the yen. You'd think it would be, being preliminary, but so they have two versions. They have a month apart, preliminary and final. Preliminary is the earliest and usually has the most impact. But just be aware of it. It's a great time to trade 5-minute binaries. Now, what about a news trade itself? If we go on in and we look at the pound, okay, we're going to have the bank rate votes coming on out tonight, and the asset purchase facility votes. Usually we get a pretty good move on this, and we're usually looking for a straddle of around $40 if you can pull one off. So usually getting somewhere around 11 o'clock for a 7 a.m. expiration, okay? So if you can pull it off, if they have the IV that undervalued, then you're looking for about a $40 straddle. Which means you're looking to net $40 on either side. So basically, sell 40, you basically want to net $40 after a $20 loss. So you want to sell 60 or buy 60 lower. But That's basically usually, we're expecting it to be at least 40 pips up or down and then some. And so we're looking to take advantage of that one. Going on in to some of the other trades that we have on the calendar for Wednesday. We got an FOMC member speaking like early in the morning. We're not really that worried about that. We got Canadian wholesale report. The Canadian wholesale report does give us an opportunity for a iron condor trade. That one's one that we put on at 8 o'clock for a 10 a.m. expiration, looking for about $30. Okay, so pretty small one, 8 a.m. to 10 a.m., $30. That's buying the lower spread, selling the upper spread. We also have the weekly oil inventory report. So you can look for straddles or strangles. If there's, a lot of people hopping in like to trade those, so it can be a little bit harder to get your fills on them, but check those out. But a lot of times we will see some nice straddles and strangles hopping on in there. Going on in, we got we got FOMC meeting minutes coming out. The minutes, okay, they are the meeting minutes. It's not an interest rate announcement. It's not a press conference. It's the minutes. Will it have some impact? I'm sure it will, because they'll probably talk about how they're considering, raising the interest rate, et cetera, okay? Usually, it's not a massive event, but it's one that you at least want to be aware of. And you'll know pretty quick, because when the minutes come out, there's nothing else to be said. It's been said. So just be aware, it's the minutes. It's not like whenever they actually have the interest rate report and the press conference. Okay. And let's see here. RBA governor is going to be speaking tomorrow evening, so that should impact the Aussie a little bit. We've got a couple other minor releases there, but at least make it a decent 5-minute binary trade setup. We got pound retail sells iron condor coming up tomorrow night. For 11 p.m. expiration, 11 p.m. entry for 7 a.m. expiration for a $35 minimum profit goal is what we're looking for on that trade. Going on into Thursday to get you caught up and ready before the next diagnostic trading hour. We got a variety of reports coming out that should cause some good movement on the euro with their flash manufacturing PMI, services PMI, German, EU as a whole, CBI. Their minutes, the two reports you want to be aware of are going to be an iron condor on for 9 to 11 on the euro dollar for $25. That's going to be again on Thursday. And then watch out for your straddles and strangles on natural gas on Thursday as well. Y'all have a great day.
You know what's cool? Taking something that's good for you. Something specifically formulated to help with weight loss, better sleep, stress reduction, and the need to detox.
Nico, our hunter and gatherer ancestors found all their nutritional requirements for health in their wild environment. But today, our food sources no longer contain the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients our bodies need to stay healthy and strong.
That's why we need Primal Edge Daily Nutrition. It includes a special blend of ionic, soil-based vitamins, minerals, fatty, and amino acids in an easy-to-use liquid form.
Primal Edge is powered by highly concentrated fulvic and humic acids, nature's preferred delivery system. They have been called miracle molecules because, like sunlight, air, and water, life cannot exist without them.
That's right, Paige. They ensure we receive all the nutrition we need to be healthy and thrive. We take it every morning.
Primal Edge, formulated and approved by Nico and Paige of Living a Primal Lifestyle. Buy it today for just $89. Click on the Primal Edge banner on the front page of TFNN.com. You're watching Tiger TV.